X-Men 97 Season 2 surprised us with a hybrid X-Force featuring Archangel, Psylocke, and Jubilee. But if you want the real Rob Liefeld experience, 5 figures won't cut it. Today, I'm ranking my top 10 Marvel Legends X-Force figures, and one founding member barely survived the list. Before we start counting down the 90s X-Force figures, here are some X-Force adjacent characters. Deadpool. Wait, I thought Wade made X-Force. Well, movie X-Force, yes. Comic X-Force? Not exactly. When Deadpool first appeared in New Mutants, he wasn't the anti-hero we know today. He was an arrogant mercenary villain. As for the figure, there are a lot of Deadpools to choose from. If you want the maximum scope and weapons, go for the Maximum Series Deadpool. I started with the simpler Sasquatch Build-A-Figure Wave version, which only came with katanas, so Wade had to steal guns from the rest of my shelf. Strife and Zero. If X-Men 97 ever goes full X-Force, Strife feels inevitable. To get him in Marvel Legends form, you're hitting 5 birds with 1 stone with the X-Men Villain 5-pack. And to make things fair against 10 X-Force members, Stripe brought Zero, his bodyguard and emergency escape plan. Though in the comics, Stripe had the Mutant Liberation Front. I'm still waiting for Hasbro to make that team, especially Forearm. Fun fact, for years I thought Rogue kissed Forearm in the Savage Land. Turns out it was Barbaros, the other four-armed guy. Anyway, speaking of Rogue, she wanted to fact-check me personally.
Well, hey there, Sugah. This here is Lenore Zann, aka Rogue of the X-Men. And you know, you are watching some truly unstoppable X-Men content by my pal, Drew, aka Tuggernaut Collectibles.
This is my unstoppable top 10 Marvel Legends X-Force action figures ever. Number 10, Siryn. Teresa Cassidy is also in this top 10 despite showing up as an X-Factor member in X-Men 97. I'm a bit salty with Teresa since she managed to remove Juggernaut's helmet, but this figure can't do that because she cannot scream at all. I think Hasbro forgot their promise to give Siryn that extra screaming head. Only one sleepy head, alternate hands, a basic female body mold, and a fragile cape make her the weakest figure in X-Force. Such a shame for a character of her caliber. At number 9, Feral. I might as well repeat word for word a script I had for one of her rivals. Feral had been a long-time fixture on most collectors' wishlist, and Hasbro finally made their dreams come true in 2025 when she was released. Or rather, did Hasbro give collectors their worst nightmare? For a figure fans had been begging Hasbro to make, for me, she did not live up to expectation. Like her rival, she cannot pose on all fours, and her thighs get damaged by scratches caused when I put her in a crouching pose. The head sculpt, however, is excellent. She has sculpted fur, and since she technically is a cat, not a human in minimal clothing, Hasbro delivered a comic book accurate Feral. Those reasons, and the fact that you need her to complete the roster, make her a must-add to your Marvel Legends X-Force collection. Number 8, Sunspot. The X-Force costume is the new look for Roberto in X-Men 97 Season 2. I wonder if Hasbro will make a new mold if they make a Marvel Legends version of him, or just repaint this one. This one is not a bad mold, but certainly not groundbreaking enough to rank him higher. Hasbro just gave collectors a sufficient Sunspot figure. One thing I hope for the X-Men 97 figure is he would have a different set of power effects. The ones included here are primed for retirement and never to be seen again. But the black painted head sculpt is done really well by Hasbro, and I am a bit surprised they did not include a similar head for the New Mutants costume X-Men 97 Sunspot. Number 7, Domino. Is she copycat or Nina Turman? I think that was the debate over the costume of this Domino action figure from the Hasbro Pulse exclusive X-Force 3 pack. For a character whose mutant power is luck, she is not lucky with Hasbro. The head sculpt is alright, but certainly not the best at capturing that Rob Liefeld art. It's not really a bad figure, but not extremely good either. For me, ranking her this high is influenced by how much you need this character on your X-Force shelf. She is a fixture of X-Force. Standing side by side with Cable or sharing a bathtub with him makes Nina a must-add to your X-Force collection. Number 6. Boom Boom! Next we have Jubilation Lee. I mean, the X-Force member whom Jubilee took the roster spot from in X-Men 97 Season 2. Well, between Jubilee and Boomer, no hard feelings. They have a strong chemistry as members of the Exterminators. Given how basic the Boom Boom figure is, I am glad Hasbro included 2 head sculpts and 2 power effects. Boom Boom has that bomb attached to her hand and one that is detached. Just like Jubilee, she has that bubblegum head which is fragile and notorious for snapping. The bright pink colors and the vest give you a true 90s comic book experience with this figure. At number 5, Cannonball, with or without legs. Sam is a core member of X-Force and the New Mutants. As a founding member of the team and a young leader, Hasbro gave him a great-looking detailed head sculpt. His other half is the translucent orange-red flame plastic which Hasbro has perfected and mastered over the years. The Wendigo Build-A-Figure Wave Cannonball is a bit lacking in accessories, and I think lacking is a bit of an understatement considering Sam did not come with any legs. Hasbro fixed this when they released the Hasbro Falls exclusive X-Force 3 pack. If you are to choose between adding the Wendigo Build-A-Figure Wave Cannonball or the 3-pack version, it's a no-brainer to pick the 3-pack because of the accessories, meaning his legs. At number 4, Warpath. This is one figure I feel is very underrated. Warpath did lack his signature weapon, the knives, but James Proudstar is still dangerous unarmed with a pair of closed-fist hands. If you want to arm him with blades, you can use the ones that came with the X-Force 2-pack with X-23. This was such an impressive Marvel Legends figure when it was first released because of the size, sculpt, and articulation. He may not be 100% accurate to the scale of how Rob Liefeld drew him in the pages of X-Force comics, but the overall look is spot on. At number 3, Shatterstar. Probably one of the most difficult X-Force Marvel Legends to track down at this point, part of the Warlock Build-A-Figure wave. This figure is a perfect homage to the art of Rob Liefeld. The odd choice of a large single shoulder pad, the double swords, the costume. Not only is Mojo after this star, but so are a lot of Legends collectors who are late to the collecting game. His only accessories are his 2 swords, but that is sufficient for this character. Will he appear in X-Men 97 and get a figure? I hope he does because a lot of collector shelves need him. At number 2, Rictor. Another difficult X-Force Marvel Legends to track down, part of the exclusive X-Force 3 pack. This is an impressive figure representation of the character. For this Marvel Legends Rictor, it's all about the costume, the clapping hands, and the acceptable reused effects. It's really hard to find any flaw in this figure because Hasbro absolutely nailed the character. On the other hand, there is one flaw. Hasbro made him an exclusive, so good luck trying to get him at retail prices. Number 1, Cable, Sasquatch Build-A-Figure Wave. This is the Rob Liefeld experience in action figure form. The exaggerated large shoulder pads, the 90s obsession with multiple pouches and straps, the walkie-talkie attached to his head. This is an instant nostalgia fix in 6-inch scale. The overall silhouette and look of this figure made me forget how he lacks an alternate hands and head. He comes with a lot of guns, small, medium, and large. I guess his dad Cyclops gave him the perfect present considering how huge his main gun is. This is the perfect gun for most of the Marvel Legends cables, especially the Marvel vs. Capcom look. For X-Men 97 Season 2, we will see him in a costume that resembles this look. Not only is the battle with Apocalypse resting on Cable's massive shoulder pads, but the weight of a completed X-Force display rests on him too. All that's left for collectors is to cling to hope and pray that Hasbro makes an X-Men 97 figure of this iconic look. In the comments below, let me know, do you agree that Cable is the undisputed number 1 of any X-Force top 10? Do you think Deadpool should be in this top 10? And who would be in your top 10? This video is part of my massive X-Men series celebrating X-Men 97 Season 2. If you want to see more ranking and figure breakdowns, click the playlist in the top right corner of your screen. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this ranking, make sure to press that hype button like Cable asking for a body slide, detonate that like button like Boom Boom, subscribe, and just like Cannonball, push this video higher and further by sharing it with our fellow X-Men 97 fans. Also, if you're looking to pick up any of the figures featured today, I left some links in the description below. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.